this is Aaron from Power Popaholic, and today we are talking to the band Turn, Turn, Turn. I want you guys to all introduce yourselves and then tell me about what album is coming up. Start at the
I
top.
can start.
Yeah,
I'm Barb Brynstad. I'm the bass player, singer-songwriter.
I'm Adam Levy, and we're talking about our new album called All Hat No Cattle.
And I'm Savannah Smith. I play guitar, sing, and write some of the songs.
awesome. For people who don't understand or have not heard you guys before, I gather that you got your name from the Birds song, correct?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think, right?
Right.
And
We sort of
Savannah's a
had to.
big Bible reader, so she's really into Ecclesiastes.
uh, yeah, we'll go with that.
That sounds fine. And so your last couple albums, really good, eclectic, what I would call countrified jangle pop to a lot of people as well. And you're on your third album now. Adam, how is this different from working with the Honey Dogs, first of all?
Oh, it's easier. No, it's just
Good,
different.
great answer. Correct answer.
It's it's not as good as Turn Turn Turn. No, it's different. It's different, and I gotta say, like working with two women is a whole different uh, set of things. Like it is easier in a lot of ways. It's super comfortable. Um, I've really loved working with these two and kind of getting to know them over the years. And I just think like the dynamic is really different than the Honey Dogs, which has a 30 years history. So this, and we're kind of coming on 7 years now. So it has been a while that we've been traveling and playing together and writing music and all of that.
Great. So let me switch it over, Savannah and Barb. So tell me a little bit about how the band got started and how you ended up meeting Adam and why you decided to take the musical direction you decided to take.
Well, I can start that. So we did actually get started as a cover band, then hence the name Turn Turn Turn. And if you go to our website and look at our bio, we figured out a clever way to adapt it to what we're currently doing now. And that was Adam's idea, something about like turning to the past and turning to anyway. It's all on our website.
And
But I
it's
can't remember it.
www.turn or
Turn mpls.com if you go to our bio.
all
Yep.
right, I'll post it up here so people
But
can see.
Adam wanted to put together a cover band, really that did sort of tight harmonies. He had tapped his daughter Ava, who's a really talented singer-songwriter, vocalist, to be one of the members. And I think Adam, you wanted to keep it small and semi-acoustic. So Adam and I met through his brother Noah, who's a renowned drummer, not only in Minnesota but really across the nation. And we started playing some cover songs, basically. And then Ava decided she couldn't continue the project and enter Savannah.
And so I had known Adam.
Your
He mentioned
vocals
my
are
song.
breaking up a little bit, Savannah. Your
I
vocals
think
are breaking up.
I don't know if that's me because I'm getting it on my end. Is that better? Did it go away?
You guys hear what I'm hearing or no?
Yeah, it's still breaking up a little bit.
I know you guys have evolved from your first album quite a bit.
Right.
Can you tell me a little bit about that progression from what I would say more of, actually a lot more jangle type guitar
Yeah.
than, what you have now, which I think is a little bit more countrified.
Totally. It
Yeah.
was a very intentional decision to do a country album. It was something, and Adam can share with you in a minute, his background, but he has a deep background in country music, which I didn't know. I had no idea. Played in a cover band called Stetson when he was in his 20s, right? Is that right,
Wow.
Adam?
Yeah.
Stetson. And so deep love and appreciation for the genre, as did Savannah. I was the one who did not have a deep love and appreciation for country music. So it took a tiny bit of arm twisting on their part for me to sign off on it. But during the last couple of years when we have been touring, we've been listening to all of these old country soundtracks that Adam and Savannah put together. And I really did grow to appreciate and love the genre a lot. And so by the time we finished the album, I definitely, in fact, a lot of my playlists now have the older kind of country music that we listen to on the road. So then Adam can share with you his background, which is really interesting.
Yeah, Adam, tell me about your country background, because that's something I always knew that was in the Honey Dogs. That from the very beginning, you always had like one or two country ballads in there, and then but that flavoring, I guess, just never went away and stayed with you.
Yeah, I mean, I think in the Honey Dogs, by the time that band got together, as Barb said, I had been doing. I was like a guitar dude. I didn't like singing at all. I just like playing guitar. So I studied a lot of country, jazz, and blues stuff, and was playing in bands. And I played with this Stetson band out of college quite a bit, in all of the VFWs and clubs kind of in the suburbs of the Twin Cities, and cut my teeth that way and study that music. And then I started the Honey Dogs in the early mid '90s, and I loved country when the Honey Dogs started out, but I also thought like there were so many bands that were kind of doing that thing, and I was interested in kind of branching into other styles. And I guess I've always been sort of like that. Like I never want to make the same record twice. But as I'm getting older now, the idea of making a country record that was really nodding to the past, but also kind of trying to do something a little bit different with it, just felt really appealing as a natural evolution of this band. And I think, Savannah's interest in this music too felt like, well, let's just go for it. Let's lean into it a little bit. And so we're doing that. And who knows, next record, what we'll do. But it's sort of sticking with my idea of, moving around and constantly evolving.
Back.
Oh,
good.
Awesome. Savannah's back. All right. So let me ask you, Savannah,
I got
because I've been
AirPods.
talking to everyone else here. What are do you guys have or you specifically, Savannah, who are your biggest influences in country music?
Oh, oh man. I think when I first started listening to country pretty seriously, I had a lot of the old records like Kitty Wells and Patsy Cline, and I don't know that I see a lot of that in my writing, but I was always really inspired by that sound. Um, I would love to write more like that.
I mean, I don't want to chime in too much on Savannah's behalf, but she's got a really great Dolly voice, and
I was just
I
gonna
was going to
say,
mention Dolly Parton, but I decided not to say
I love
anything.
Dolly.
yeah.
Dolly's a huge influence both as a musician and a businesswoman too. So I guess I would be it would be criminal not to mention her as an influence. So
All right,
yeah.
great. So, I mean, as far as the new album, All Hat, No Cattle, it's a great little aside that people have used for years. Is it referring to any one or thing in particular when you mention that for the title?
I don't think so. Savannah, were you the one that first threw that out?
I think
It was
so.
actually Adam.
It was Savannah.
I think was it me? I think
it was you.
In the vintage world,
you have those
use that term
colloquialisms
a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's kind of like a lot of times when people like will dress cowboy without any dirt on their hands, people will throw that out a lot, and we kind of joked about using it as the album title, but then we were like, we should do that. But
well, it definitely got my attention for sure.
Yeah.
It's definitely cool that way. Is there a song on the album that I'm going to ask each of you, and we'll go around the horn here. We'll start with you, Barb. Is there a favorite song or song that speaks out to you more than the others on the album?
Yeah, the song that I sing and I wrote. I mean, that's my favorite song on the album. I'm not going to lie. I listen to that song more than any other one. I'm really happy, mostly because I'm just really happy with the way it turned out.
Tell them what song it is.
Only because I haven't memorized all the songs.
No, that's all right.
What's the name of it?
It's Hungry Ghosts. It's my favorite song.
Very good. Hungry Ghosts. Adam?
I wrote that with Adam.
Okay. Adam, do you have a favorite on this album, or one or two that really speaks to your thoughts?
I mean, it's always hard for me. They're kind of my babies. I've been enjoying playing the song Cities, which we've been doing live. But like I love Magnolia Tree, I love Hungry Ghosts. Um, and I kind of like it's a hard song to play live, but I like the opening track Antietam.
Savannah, what about you?
I love Trouble because I think we play that kind of barn burner country really well. But I love When Love Rains too because I just love sonically. I think that song's really cool. I love the bridge on it too. I just remember recording that and finishing the bridge, and I was like, "Oh, that's a cool one."
Well,
That
I was
featured
impressed
Savannah
by.
on some really intense whistling. Our
That's
Not to
secret
great.
weapon.
brag, but I got a pretty ripping whistle solo on that one.
Billy Joel's got nothing on you. Don't worry.
Oh no.
So I think the album really has a lot of great directions and a lot of great melodies on it. I would encourage people to check it out, even if you're not a big country fan. I think this will turn you into a country fan a little bit, because it's sort of like a country pop crossover in some respects. So how are you guys supporting this album? Are you going to do any kind of uh, local tours, or are you going around the country?
We're not going around the country.
Okay, just thought
We
I'd
all
ask.
we all have but that's a good question. We all have commitments that make it difficult to tour, quite honestly. So but I think we're just trying to figure out what venues we can play in, perhaps that we haven't played in before, or that would be a really good fit for where we're at. I mean, we've been playing around the Twin Cities for, as Adam said, like 7 or 8 years, and
Mhm.
we've done some mini tours and stuff. I'm not sure if that's going to happen. Any tour is going to happen this summer, but just trying to continually branch out and do something new and different. Figure out where to play and who we can play with to make it fun and interesting for us.
All right, great. That's excellent. Is there any thoughts on what's coming next? I mean, you guys obviously just finished this album. You're going to be promoting it. What are you guys still are in the process of still writing for the next one?
Yeah,
I'm
I mean,
starting to.
yeah, I think we're talking about writing stuff. I loved Savannah just mentioned Rippin' Whistler. I think that's a great record title, and I think more heavily featuring whistling
Whistling.
in the next record might be kind of cool and different.
It sounds a little like flatulence though, like
It does.
Ripping.
ripping whistler.
Rippin' Whistler.
Oh, that's a lot of fun. All right, guys, I want to thank you for this quick little interview. I encourage everyone to get the new Turn, Turn, Turn album, All Hat, No Cattle. And, thank you all for participating. And we hope to hear more from you in the future. Thanks so much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thanks for having us.
All right, thanks. Take care, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.